Season 2 is about to end. We're here at Miami Homestead. 4 drivers competing for a championship. We are here at the mile-and-a-half track to settle this down. So, here are the championship 4. Is Bowman, Elliott, Harvick, and Ryan Blaney. First car to go on the pole is the 10 car, Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Ford. And that's our first DNF of the day. Here's the 48 car, Alex Bowman. He is a championship 4 driver. Let's see how he can do. Let's see what he can do. Bowman out front. So, here's a quick rundown on the rules. You take a car, push it around the track, wherever the car lands, set it out, take it to the inside. If the car comes off the track surface for any reason, that is a DNF. If it makes contact with another parked car, that is a multi-car wreck. Here's Joey Logano in the 22. Shell Pennzoil Ford. A little bit loose there, but he's going to take second. Here is the 4 car, Kevin Harvick in the Jimmy John's Ford Mustang. He is a championship 4 driver. No! Oh, God. And my least favorite driver takes the lead. Oh, boy. Come on, Ross. Get him. Here's Ross Chastain for the final time. He's making his Ganassi start. He'll be driving for Trackhouse next year. Ross Chastain out front. Here is the 37er, Ryan Preece, in his Bush's Best Chevrolet Camaro. And Preece takes third. Here's Daniel Hemrick making his final start in the Caterpillar Chevrolet Camaro. Tyler Reddick will be replacing him in Season 3. And that's not a good way to go out. Here's Christopher Bell in the Stanley Toyota Camry. And Bell up inside the top, just outside the top 5. Here's Kurt Busch, final start ever. And there's a reason that he's gonna. There's a reason this is his final start ever. That car sucks. Here's the 9 car, Chase Elliott. He's a championship 4 driver, currently in the race is Kevin Harvick. If the race were to end right now, Harvick would win the championship. You don't have to win the race to win the championship. You just have to finish the highest of the championship 4. Here's Chase Elliott in a beautiful Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet Camaro. He doesn't get around Kevin Harvick. Barely behind him, though. Here's the 21 car of Matt DiBenedetto in his final start for the Wood Brothers. Matty D gets around Bell. So right now, Harvick's probably going to win the championship unless Blaney can catch him. Here's Martin Truex Jr. in the 19 Bass Pro Shops car. He's basically going to have to get up in the top 3. Otherwise, he's not a guaranteed spot into every race next year because he's been so bad this year. And Martin Truex Jr. will not compete in every race next year. Well, technically, he still could, but he's just going to have to qualify his way in because he's not top 25 in points. He's been so bad. Here's the only JGR Toyota Camry who's been good this year, Kyle Busch in the Interstate Batteries Toyota Camry. Kyle Busch comes off a track surface. Wait, he did, however, he was still part of on the track. He had 2 wheels right here. So I'm not going to completely disqualify him because he wasn't completely off track surface. Here's the 47 of Ricky Stankhouse Jr. in the Kroger Camaro. Stankhouse behind Busch. Here's Chris Buescher in the Sunny D Ford. And he gets around the 22 car. Here's the 6 car, Ryan Newman, making his final start ever. He will be retiring, and Brad Keselowski will be taking over this 6 car in 2022, Season 3. Ryan Newman takes first away. Ryan Newman takes first place away. What a story it would be if he could win in his final start. Wow. Here's Kyle Larson in the Nation's Guard. 5 car. Man. Here's Eric Jones in the DoorDash Chevrolet. Eric Jones up just outside the top 10. So today we've only had 2 DNFs today. It's been the 8 car and the 5 car. Here's BK, Brad Keselowski. What a career it has been. He had 4 wins this year, regular season championship this year, 2 wins last year, won the Daytona 500, an all-star race. Wow. And this is the final race for this discount tire car. The 2021 discount tire car will be driven by Austin Cindric, and it is a completely new diecast, and this is the final race ever for this certain car. 6 wins with Penske, and he's the all-time leader in the NASCAR LA Cup Series. What a ride it has been. He is joining Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing in Season 3. And he gets around the 37.
Yay!
So technically, if the championship were to end right now, Harvick would get it, unfortunately. Here's the 41 guard, Cole Custer in the HaasTooling.com Ford. Custer all the way up to second. This is such a good track. These mile and a half, or this mile and a half, standard oval, is a lot of these drivers' bread and butter. Here's the 12 car, Ryan Blaney, your final championship Ford driver. Let's see what he does. Come on. Blaney gets around Brad. Dang it. Probably not going to be enough. Here's the 3, Austin Dillon. And Dillon gets around the 17 car. So I think I know who's going to win the championship, and unfortunately I'm going to have to make a race version of this guy. Yeah, so Harvick right now is leading championship standings. It's Harvick, Elliott, Blaney, Bowman's right there. The only way for Harvick to not win the championship is if this 24 car wrecks the 4 car. Final push from Season 2 here at Homestead. What are you gonna do? Oh, he takes out the 18! But that was the wrong car. That's not gonna happen. So, Ryan Newman is going to win the Ford EcoBoost 400 in his final start ever in a Castrol Ford Mustang. And Kevin Harvick, after not winning, Kevin Harvick is your Season 3 champion. The 4 car in victory lane and the 6 car in victory lane. So, here is your final results. Ryan Newman comes home first. Cole Custer comes home second. Ross Chastain third. Kevin Harvick finishes 4th. A 4 car finishes 4th. Elliott finishes 5th.
Yay!
Blaney 6th. Brad 7th.
Boo!
Chris 8th. Bowman finishes 9th, and Ricky Stenhouse finishes just outside the top, rounds out the top 10. Finishing 11th is the 43 car of Eric Jones, and then we got the finishing 12th is Austin Dillon. Finishing 17th is Chris Buescher. Finishing 18th is the 22 car, Joey Logano. Finishing 19th is the 21 of Matt Bandito. Finishing 20th, I believe, is Christopher Bell. Finishing 21st is Mark Truex Jr. And finishing 22nd is Kurt Busch. And the only cars that wrecked out were the 24 and the 18 and the 8 and the 1. They just flipped. So, Kevin Harvick, he still has never won a race. He technically didn't win the race. But this is definitely going to be one of the most controversial and undeserving champions, in my opinion, to ever win the championship. I mean, dude never won a race. However, he's been so darn consistent. He pointed his way himself into the championship for Kevin Harvick and Stewart Haas Racing win the championship. Yeah, what a season it has been. We will be ready for the Daytona 500 in about, so today's August 14th. Late August to mid-September is when Season 3 will happen. We'll be at Daytona. We'll have the Clash, the Duels, practice and qualifying, and then the 500. We're supposed to have over 40 cars in the entry list. So after this race, several of these cars, like this 24 car and the 42 car, will be turned into customs. Thanks for watching the NASCAR LA Cup Series. Our next broadcast will be the Daytona 500. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.
Credits by Lauren.